Happy Thanksgiving and welcome to another edition of Calhoun County's Most Wanted. This week, we're a little solo, but we want to have a Thanksgiving edition, talk to you a little bit about some safety measures and what to be thankful for during this time. Chris is on a vacation and so is John, so taking care of it today. We're really glad that you're here, tuned in, and I just want to say thank you again for another good week. You've never let us down. 2 arrests this week brings the count up to 3,238 people put in jail, all because of you. Here on the Most Wanted show every year, if you know me, you know that I like to fry turkeys. This is our 10th year that we fried turkeys the day before Thanksgiving at the Sheriff's Office. Once again, it's first come, first serve, and we're going to be able to fry as many as we can for people at no charge. We are going to ask for maybe if you'd like to donate some money to the Alabama Baptist Children's Home to help buy Christmas presents for some of their 25 foster kids that they have. But this is something we like to do. Come early, get you some fried turkey. But first of all, be safe and be thankful this Thanksgiving for your family and what you do have here in this great country of America. Stay tuned for the lineup.
Congratulations, Sheriff Amerson, John Garlick, and Matthew Wade, my friends, for 10 years of Calhoun County's Most Wanted and over 3,000 arrests. Way to go, guys.
Congratulations, Calhoun County's Most Wanted and Crime Stoppers, for 10 great years. And thank you to the citizens of Calhoun County for putting 3,000 people behind the bars. Yay!
For emergency and non-emergency medical transportation, you can count on Anniston EMS.
Hello, I'm Johnny Warren with Anniston EMS, and we appreciate the opportunity to provide support for the Calhoun County's Most Wanted program. And I would like to remind everyone out there that if they need any medical transportation needs, please don't hesitate to call us.
Call Anniston EMS at 256-237-8572.
Big news for homebuyers searching through all those complicated mortgage options. AOD Federal Credit Union is now offering new, out-of-the-box mortgage solutions. Mortgage loan manager Jamie Bailey will help find the best rates and quickest approval for you. Conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, Jumbo, HARP, and more. Call Jamie Bailey at 256-241-8218. Out-of-the-box mortgage services. Reason number 4 that you belong with AOD Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. All loans subject to credit approval. Certain restrictions apply. Equal housing lender.
Amazing Grace.
How sweet the sound that saved
a crackhead,
drug addict, alcoholic, meth freak,
a wretch
like me.
I once was
homeless,
broken, sad,
just lost.
But now I am
sober,
happy.
I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Every day, shattered lives are restored thanks to the goods you donate to the Salvation Army.
It's the low monthly payment sale going on at Sunny King Honda all month long. And we also have great interest rates. Lease a new 14 Civic LX for only $159 a month. Lease a new 15 Accord LX for only $209 a month. Interest rates as low as 0.9% for 60 months on 15 Accords, 14 Civics, and 14 CRVs. And don't forget to check out Sunny King Honda and all our great used cars. Sunny King Honda exit 188 off I-20, where customer satisfaction is king.
Hi, I'm Katina Houston, and this is Isaiah Houston, and this is the Parenting Tip of the Week. Gratitude, or a lack thereof, is something all parents encounter during the process of raising children. While it's fairly easy to drill polite responses like saying thank you into youngsters, instilling a true sense of gratitude in them can be considerably more difficult. There are concrete things you can do to make gratitude a meaningful part of your children's lives, and the Thanksgiving season is the perfect time to start. Gratitude will increase your kids' personal happiness and perspective, and it will also help them to develop positive, authentic relationships with others. Perhaps most important of all, gratitude helps us appreciate the good things in the world, large and small. It prompts us to stop and remember that we are all interconnected. While parents can and should encourage their kids to live with gratitude all year round, the Thanksgiving holiday is a perfect time to start modeling and teaching an attitude of true thankfulness. Here are some helpful tips to bring gratitude into your family's daily life. Number 1.
Share your gratitude out loud.
Youngsters will better connect to thankfulness when you explain what you're grateful for and why. As often as possible, I tell my child that I'm so grateful to be his mother, and I thank him for everything from his hugs and kisses to his willingness to share toys with others. Encourage your children to do the same. Number 2.
Make time for thanks.
Designate a daily time for your family to talk about their day and to name things they're thankful for. Dinner and bedtime are good opportunities. This addition to your family's routine might spark some interesting conversations. You may be surprised by what your kids are thinking about and appreciative of. Number 3.
Bring the thank you note back.
Your child might write a thank you note to his or her coach at the end of the season or to their babysitter for getting extra homework help. You can allow younger kids to dictate while you write and then help them sign their names at the end of the note. It's important you allow your children to choose what they're thankful for and how they wish to express it. And number 4.
Encourage teamwork and community involvement.
Pitch in. Thanksgiving and the whole holiday season offer many opportunities to volunteer on community projects for those in need. Try to find a way your whole family can give back, like volunteering at a nursing home, collecting items for food drives, or helping to prepare dinners for the homeless. When children use their time, energy, and talents to help make the world a better place, they feel more connected to all that's around them. And remember,
a thankful heart is not only the greatest virtue, but the parent of all the other virtues.
Yes. For more parenting tips, please contact Family Links at 256-820-5911 and have a happy Thanksgiving.
All right, here's this week's lineup. William Deason of Oxford, failure to appear on burglary third 4 times. Trevor Sanders from Weaver, Alabama, probation revocation on attempt to commit a controlled substance crime. Thomas Payne from Anniston, probation violation, attempted to manufacture of a controlled substance. Paula Hollis from Piedmont, failure to appear, receiving stolen property. Jonathan Turner, Anniston, bond revocation on theft of property second. Clinton Hughes of East Aboga, probation revocation, unlawful manufacture of a controlled substance. Malik Rush of Anniston, another failure to appear on possession of marijuana first. Stay tuned for the second half of the lineup. All right, I hope you saw somebody in the lineup that you know. If you did, always call Crime Stoppers at 256-238-1414 and get a cash reward up to $1,000. We need your help. We can't do it alone. So stay tuned. We'll have the second half of the lineup in just a minute. We're here now. Tawana McCarty with the Well House, which is located in
Birmingham.
Birmingham. Yes. Tell us a little bit about the Well House.
We're the first shelter and long-term transitional living facility for women victims of human trafficking and sexual exploitation.
You know, and we've talked a little bit off camera, but you know, you watch TV and you see shows like Criminal Minds and other things like that, and you talk about those things, and things that come to mind are where women are maybe kidnapped in a van and abducted, and most people say, we don't really have that happening in our community. This is somebody else's problem. Is that true?
No, it's not true. It's happening everywhere. We've done a number of rescues out of Anniston. But to give you an example, I'm not from Alabama originally. I was born in Noonan and raised in Carrollton in Atlanta, Georgia. And I ran away the first time I was 12 and was brought down I-20 at 12 years old and wound up in Birmingham. And I was actually trafficked so much to Birmingham that it became home. And you stop everywhere. Your pimp stops you everywhere selling you. This is not, it is an international and global problem, but it's not just that, it's in our backyards.
What would you say a real life definition of human trafficking is?
Well, first of all, we get confused because we think trafficking is a crime against borders because we think movement. And that's not true, even though it does involve some movement, because the pimps target areas that are where people purchase sex. So in saying that, trafficking is a crime against a person, and it involves force, fraud, or coercion.
So going to a strip club or some place like that, you know, if people go in those, they think, well, these people choose to be there. This is something that they want to do. They make good money. There's nothing wrong with it. What would you say to that?
I would say that is incorrect. The first time I was put on a stage, I was 15 years old, and I could not leave the club. The bouncers are paid, and they would not let me leave.
You know, with that being said, you know, once again, you see TV and you see these things where people are abducted, and you see in the TV shows where somebody's always looking for the opportunity to run away or to escape. You know, if you had all these people in a strip club, why wouldn't you just tell one of those people you had a problem and get rescued?
Well, because it's a lot more psychological than that. This is not an overnight process. It is something when it's a runaway, because at that point in time the child is, wants food and shelter, and so it's very common to say, just to join a family where it's other girls that are your sisters or wife-in-laws and the daddy who is the pimp or trafficker or drug dealer, whatever name you want to give him. And so it's just really common for that to happen, and it takes a while. Other than that, actually I have a survivor sister who was trafficked out of her parents' home from midnight to 4 a.m. her entire high school years.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is not what we think it is. I mean, it's not that the movie genres that are saying, kidnapped and taken into a van and taken down the street.
And the girl is locked up in a cage in the basement somewhere. Yeah. They use different methods, like you say, psychology, sex, drugs.
Absolutely.
Money plays a part in it.
Absolutely. And most of the girls suffer from Stockholm syndrome. I know that I'm still walking through debriefing or debunking the lies of my own brain that I believe he loved me and took care of me. But he told me some truths, and this is one of the things we're trying to change in society. I mean, he told me I would be arrested and he wouldn't. And it was true. I was the one arrested and he wasn't. And I wasn't looked at as a victim, I was looked at as a criminal. So we have to change that concept and perception that she's not choosing to be there.
So you say human trafficking, 4 people out of Anniston have been rescued in what time frame?
And the well house, our first rescue was January 28, 2011, so we're working on a 4-year anniversary, but only for a little over a year have we had staff other than me. As far as overnight staff in our shelter and our long-term facility, we have 2 locations now, 3 including our office. So the need is great. We've had to turn away women recently that had children because we're only taking 18 and over right now. And we, just want to reach out more. It's a prevalent need in our society. I mean,
sure. And I think that's what we're trying to bring to light today is human trafficking and the sex trade. It happens in East Alabama, Northeast Alabama. It happens.
Yes. It happens right here. I mean, literally, I'm coming here to talk to you today and be here. I mean, we're 2 blocks from I-20. You can walk out the front door and there's I-20. That's the problem. And people don't realize that we have such a huge problem. On our website, we have this I-20, the sex trafficking superhighway video to make people more aware of what's going on in the stretch between Atlanta and Birmingham. That is considered the most horrific stretch of interstate in the United States.
Wow, that is shocking, and we got to take a commercial break, but want to make sure that we get this information out to the people that's watching so they can see the video and ask questions about Well House and what services you perform in case they know of somebody that might need rescuing or help.
Absolutely, thank you.
We'll be right back with Calhoun County's Most Wanted. Watch the lineup.
Congratulations on Calhoun County Most Wanted and Crime Stoppers for 10 years on the air and 3,000 arrests.
Congratulations to Calhoun County's Most Wanted, 10 years on the air, and the Crime Stoppers for their 3,000 arrests. Great job, guys. Keep up the good work.
Amazing grace.
How sweet the sound that saved.
A crackhead.
Drug addict. Alcoholic. Meth freak.
A wretch.
Like me.
I once was.
Homeless.
Broken. Sad.
Just lost.
But now I am
Sober.
Happy.
I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Every day, shattered lives are restored thanks to the goods you donate to the Salvation Army.
Big news for homebuyers searching through all those complicated mortgage options. AOD Federal Credit Union is now offering new, out-of-the-box mortgage solutions. Mortgage loan manager Jamie Bailey will help find the best rates and quickest approval for you. Conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, jumbo, HARP, and more. Call Jamie Bailey at 256-241-8218. Out-of-the-box mortgage services. Reason number 4 that you belong with AOD Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. All loans subject to credit approval. Certain restrictions apply. Equal housing lender.
It's the low monthly payment sale going on at Sunny King Honda all month long. And we also have great interest rates. Lease a new 14 Civic LX for only $159 a month. Lease a new 15 Accord LX for only $209 a month. Interest rates as low as 0.9% for 60 months on 15 Accords, 14 Civics, and 14 CRVs. And don't forget to check out Sunny King Honda and all our great used cars. Sunny King Honda exit 188 off I-20, where customer satisfaction is king.
For emergency and non-emergency medical transportation, you can count on Anniston EMS.
Hello, I'm Johnny Warren with Anniston EMS, and we appreciate the opportunity to provide support for the Calhoun County's Most Wanted program. And I would like to remind everyone out there that if they need any medical transportation needs, please don't hesitate to call us.
Call Anniston EMS at 256-237-8572.
Every day in America, children are trafficked for sex. In schools, shopping malls, truck stops, clubs, and bars. Think it can't happen in your neighborhood? Think again. If you suspect a child is being trafficked for sex, call the National Human Trafficking Resource Center 24-hour hotline at 1-888-3737-888.
Second half of the lineup, Lester Waldrop of Anniston. Violation of a Sex Offender Registration Notification Act ×2. Let's get this sex offender behind bars. Sharina Jackson of Anniston. Failure to appear on possession of marijuana second. Kelly Paget of East Aboga. Another failure to appear for possession of marijuana second. Eric Roberts of Alexandria. Child support, $16,000 not paid to his children. Jonathan Kemp, Anniston, Alabama, probation revocation, criminal mischief second. Charles Brisky of Anniston, another deadbeat dad, owes $39,000 to his children. If you have any information about these cases, call Crime Stoppers at 256-238-1414. Hey, did you see somebody on that lineup that you know? If so, make sure you call, get that cash reward right here at the holiday time. Black Friday's coming up this week. You might find you something that you can buy at the deals. You know, we've been looking around. So talking about that, you know, Thanksgiving is something that is probably one of the least commercialized holidays. But even when that happened, I see where stores are opening up earlier and earlier.
Yes, they are.
But back with Tawana McCarty with the Well House.
Yes.
And talking about human trafficking and really opening my eyes about how this is something that's going on right here in our community, how to identify it and what to do if you do find somebody that might need help, what resources that you can provide for them.
Well, the first thing we do is we have a crisis line. It's 800-991-0948, and it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because when a lady or girl needs help, it's not necessarily between 8 and 5, Monday through Friday. It
Probably say that probably happens very...
Probably less than most, but that's one of the things that we do provide is that crisis line. And this year alone, we've received over 1,500 phone calls just on our crisis line.
Wow.
And that statistic was taken probably about 6 to 8 weeks ago, so I know we've received more since then.
So what's your geographic area that you actually serve?
We have rescued from Washington State to Miami, Florida. There are 28 states that don't even have a shelter for women victims of human trafficking. And based on the numbers we found, there's only about 250 to 300 beds in the United States. And our Department of Justice estimates that the average every day is about 300,000 women and children victims are in the United States right now as we're sitting here talking.
Wow.
That's a lot of people and no beds available.
You know, I think I urge people to go out and get some information on what human trafficking really is.
Absolutely.
And, you know, because they might come across somebody that they love, somebody they know, and it could be just something as simple as you said, you were 12 when you ran away from home. If they have a daughter or a niece or a loved one or know somebody who has a child that's running away and being picked back up, just because they come back don't mean that they're not being victimized.
Correct. And another misconception we have in our society is that drugs are the problem. Drugs are a symptom of the problem. She's not prostituting herself to get drugs. She is trying to cope with dealing with being raped multiple times a day. It is horrific trying to get through it. I know. I'm still walking through it with a counselor. But what we do at Well House is offer counseling, case management services. They're never charged anything for their stay with us. And we provide everything they need, from shampoo to prescription medication, because most can't pay for it, and we pay for it.
Sure.
I mean, we've got great doctors and pharmacies, and actually some local pharmacies here that have helped us in your neighborhood. And we've got really great support here. So it's really encouraging to know that the Calhoun County community has embraced the Well House and Our Ladies.
So how many beds do you normally have available?
We have 25 beds, which makes us the 4th largest shelter in the United States, giving us about 10%. And right now, I think we have 17 women in between the 2 locations.
How do you? I'm just asking. How do you fund 25 people, possibly to be able to pay for a room, food, medicines?
Beautiful people like you that write us a check. We only get some funding from local agent foundations that are grants. We don't accept any federal funding because we're faith-based and Christ-centered.
Wow.
And our ladies go to church, and so that's what saved my life, is having a relationship with Jesus Christ.
And mine as well.
Yes. So that's very important to me and to our staff, to encourage that and just instill that in our ladies. And so we are privately funded just through individual donations.
And viewers, if you're looking for a way to be thankful this Thanksgiving, a way of something that you could give back, look up the Well House. We have their website. You can go on their website. They also have Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And it's the Well House on Twitter, the Well House Saves on YouTube. And this is a good organization that maybe can save some young lady from a life of misery, heartache, and even death.
Yes, definitely. We've done that a number of times. And so thank you for bringing in awareness. It's really important, especially in this area, because it is that border area between Georgia and Alabama, and that tends.
We are halfway between Atlanta and Birmingham, almost exactly. And I think if people knew exactly what was traveling up and down I-20, they would probably be horrified at not only human trafficking, drugs, violent criminals. So
it's a horrible corridor, and we just want to bring more light and awareness to the fact of what's going on to our women and girls.
Well, Calhoun County Most Wanted always offers an invitation for you to come be on your show and bring awareness to it, and if we can ever help, you'll be glad to.
All right, thank you so much.
Stay tuned for the next part of Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
Congratulations to Calhoun County's Crime Stoppers and the Most Wanted program that airs on the TV all the time, and for being on the air for 10 years, and also for arresting over 3,000 people. Great job, guys.
It's the low monthly payment sale going on at Sunny King Honda all month long. And we also have great interest rates. Lease a new 14 Civic LX for only $159 a month. Lease a new 15 Accord LX for only $209 a month. Interest rates as low as 0.9% for 60 months on 15 Accords, 14 Civics, and 14 CRVs. And don't forget to check out Sunny King Honda and all our great used cars. Sunny King Honda exit 188 off I-20, where customer satisfaction is king.
Big news for homebuyers searching through all those complicated mortgage options. AOD Federal Credit Union is now offering new, out-of-the-box mortgage solutions. Mortgage loan manager Jamie Bailey will help find the best rates and quickest approval for you. Conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, Jumbo, HARP, and more. Call Jamie Bailey at 256-241-8218. Out-of-the-box mortgage services. Reason number 4 that you belong with AOD Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. All loans subject to credit approval. Certain restrictions apply. Equal housing lender.
For emergency and non-emergency medical transportation, you can count on Anniston EMS.
Hello, I'm Johnny Warren with Anniston EMS, and we appreciate the opportunity to provide support for the Calhoun County's Most Wanted program. And I would like to remind everyone out there that if they need any medical transportation needs, please don't hesitate to call us.
Call Anniston EMS at 256-237-8572.
Amazing grace.
How sweet the sound that saved
A crackhead,
drug addict, alcoholic, meth freak,
a wretch
like me.
I once was
Homeless.
Broken. Sad.
Just lost.
But now I am.
sober,
Happy.
I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Every day, shattered lives are restored thanks to the goods you donate to the Salvation Army.
Here's your homework assignment this week. Between November the 5th and the 12th, a welder was stolen from the residence on Cane Creek Farm Road in Alexandria. Between November the 16th and 17th, somebody got a John Deere tractor and a front end loader, a 94 Chevrolet utility van, all stolen from McIntosh Road in Oxford. The business on Highway 431 in Alexandria was broken into. They got wire welders, 10 aluminum angle, copper wiring, 10 stainless angle, aluminum, and assorted hand tools. If you have any information about these crimes, call Crime Stoppers. Get your cash reward up to $1,000. 256-238-1414.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
The Crazy Criminal of the Week is presented by Personal Touch Hair Salon. Call them at 256-832-1900 or just walk in, located next to Lamar's Donuts on Highway 78 in Oxford.
Hey, hope you saw something of those crimes that maybe you can give us a tip on, and we can make an arrest on somebody and get their property back. This week's Crazy Criminal, I'm going to be a little by myself, have nobody to laugh with. Chris is not here this week. But I did read where a guy that was on probation this week was out messing around and decided that he needed a little marijuana. So he went to text his supplier to set up the deal. He put in the wrong number and actually texted his probation officer. And it was asking his probation officer for the marijuana. And I think they made an agreement, an arrangement. Now he's going to spend his Thanksgiving holidays in jail, locked up, versus being free because he wanted to smoke a little marijuana. If you're going to do the texting, you need to make sure it goes to who it's supposed to and not to your probation officer if you're going to be doing illegal activities. So, hey, word to the wise, if you don't smoke marijuana to begin with, if you don't have to worry about texting your probation officer and asking him the wrong thing. So, as Thanksgiving comes up this week, I want everybody to know to be safe, be thankful for what you got. And if you do go out shopping, to just do some basic safety measures, such as don't leave your purse or other items visible in a car. Just the other day, somebody had their purse stolen that I know. They left it on the front seat. They come out to get in their car. Somebody busted the window and took their purse. If they just put it out of sight, somebody would have looked and seen nothing and maybe moved on to the next car. If you're buying presents, then just make sure that you just don't leave them stacked up in there for everybody to see. If you're going to park somewhere, be aware of your surroundings. We always recommend people have a way to protect themselves when they're out. If you come out and there's people around your vehicle or walking around, make sure that you know who's around you, what they're doing. If there's ever any doubt, go back in the store or go ahead and pick up your phone and call 911 or call a loved one so you have somebody there that can communicate if you do have a problem. I want you to have a happy Thanksgiving, spend it with family, be thankful. We hope to see you next week, just hopefully not in the lineup.
For emergency and non-emergency medical transportation, you can count on Anniston EMS.
Hello, I'm Johnny Warren with Anniston EMS, and we appreciate the opportunity to provide support for the Calhoun County's Most Wanted program. And I would like to remind everyone out there that if they need any medical transportation needs, please don't hesitate to call us.
Call Anniston EMS at 256-237-8572.
Big news for homebuyers searching through all those complicated mortgage options. AOD Federal Credit Union is now offering new, out-of-the-box mortgage solutions. Mortgage loan manager Jamie Bailey will help find the best rates and quickest approval for you. Conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, jumbo, HARP, and more. Call Jamie Bailey at 256-241-8218. Out-of-the-box mortgage services. Reason number 4 that you belong with AOD Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. All loans subject to credit approval. Certain restrictions apply. Equal housing lender.